Disciple Radio, man. My man 8 Young Busy phone with my homeboy 8 on Street Disciples Radio.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Camila from the Bad Girls Club, and I'm checking out Street Disciples Radio.
Funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown.
He was a disco dancer.
What's up? This is your girl Megan Good. You're listening to Street Disciples Radio.
Look, Mr. X to the motherfucking Z. You on Street Disciples Radio. Turn this shit up.
Basically, I'm asking you, can I piss in your mouth?
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
What's she doing? I never know what she's doing.
Being like sounds of the king of the internet. Oh, I like that.
I'll be by your side. I'll always find a way. I love you too much to lose you.
Right.
That's when you're
All right, folks, we're back. Yeah. Street Disciples Radio as we ride out. The big homie Shango Gutter is back in the building.
All day, here to stay.
Right. Miss Dee Dee's here. Myra Hip Hop Socialite isn't here with us at this current time, but she will be.
She's back home, right? Did she make it to North Carolina?
I don't know. You know what? I'm not really a good friend. I don't check on people when they leave and stuff like that. You know. But I'm pretty sure she's.
Let's hope she's okay then.
Good.
She didn't check on her.
Yeah. She's posting, so you know. Either her or the psychopath that has her is posted on the
All right, let's jump into our new segment. And this one is brought to you by the big homie Shango Gutter. And it's called Chill Son, Why Go to the Movies? Movie Review with the big homie Shango, the bad man Gutter. Yes. What's good with you? What's our movie for the week, man?
This week, I wanted to get into Django Unchained.
Django. With the D.
The D is silent.
The D is silent.
All right, well, now what's popping with Big Django, my nigga?
You know, I thought it was a very good movie. It's like a western or a spaghetti western for those of y'all know what that is, but it's set in like slave time, right? You know, and it's about basically a man, a bounty hunter, who needs a particular slave that knows about some bounties that he needs to collect, and he makes a deal with him. So he goes, if you do this for me, I'll help you, and he has to find his girl. I'll help you find your girl.
Right.
Is another slave played by the beautiful and alluring Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
But Django, of course, is played by Jamie Foxx. Christopher Waltz played, what was that guy's name? Dr. King Schultz.
Right.
Which was the bounty hunter that hired Django. It's an all-star cast. People coming out of everywhere. Leonardo DiCaprio. They even had Don Johnson in it.
Right.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson,
my
of course.
Negro fan.
Killed it as always, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Samuel Jackson.
It was a good movie. It was incredibly violent, but it was a good storyline. And the first Western I ever liked.
Right. All right, listen, we're going to get to this Django clip, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah.
This is called The Chill Son, Why Go to the Movies movie review with
I don't.
Shango, the bad man Gutter.
Good. Let's spend the night. Go up in the guest bedroom to get too ready.
He gonna stay in the big house?
Stephen, he's a slaver. It's different.
In the big house?
Well, you got a problem with that?
Oh, no, I ain't got no problem with it. If you ain't got no problem with burning the bed, the sheets, the pillowcases, everything else when this black-ass motherfucker's
Now, that
gone.
is my problem. They are mine to burn. Now, your problem right now is making a good impression. And I want you to start solving that problem right now and get them goddamn rooms ready.
Yes, sir, Mr. Candy.
Go on now.
Can't believe you brought a nigga to stay in the big house. Your daddy rolling over in this goddamn grave, right?
All right, we're back.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Now, you know, where in the hell did you film that clip at, Shango? The quality is
A1.
You know what it was? A particular friend of mine, she didn't keep her laptop screen, well, in the movie theater, clean. So I tried to, you know, use my phone and maneuver it, and I don't know, this wasn't working. So I had to kind of use her old camera. But it was still innovative, and you know, that
still saw what you need to see.
Now, at some point in the midst of that bootleg, I looked like there was another sex scene or something from another movie that popped in there?
Wait a second. That's not insulting me. It's not a bootleg. That's a filmed film. Okay? I am a filmmaker.
You're a film director.
Thank you.
You film.
I do.
And shout out to you, Gutter, for being an entrepreneurial Negro of the year for that one.
I see the box and I just walk the other way.
Well, I see the box and I try to holler at the chick who possesses the box, but that's another story. Listen,
I like that box.
The movie. What were your thoughts on it overall?
I thought it was a good movie. Like I said, it was the first Western that I've ever enjoyed, because I usually hate Westerns. It was good. It was set, the dialogue was set for the time. So, all this reaction about the N-word was ridiculous because it's a slave movie. So it's not more different than a Weezy song. Right. But, it was a good movie. I think everybody killed their roles.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it, I rooted for the hero and applauded when the villain lost.
Yeah, I think it's there was a lot of overplay as far as the the N-word is concerned. Like people made too much of that. Now I can see the difficult aspect of it, but for the black man to think that white people are gonna watch this and just start using the N-word more than they already are using it, right? No, I don't think that's necessarily the case. I mean, they probably call us nigga at least 5 or 10 times, to their private self. Nigga, put your me voice on when they say it.
Let me put it this way. If that's what people are concerned about, more people are going to call black people nigga based on music or something else other than this movie. Like, this movie isn't going to, send us into this new wave that ain't nobody comfortable with already.
Now listen, Brother Gutter, you've been away for a while. Did you hear the spelling bee when the word nigga was the word that the little boy had to spell? Did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
Oh no, let him play the clip.
Did that really happen?
Oh, this really happened. Check it out, please.
Negus.
What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Could you use it in a sentence?
The Negus ruled Ethiopia until the coup of 1974.
Negus.
Andrew, would you say the word loudly for the judges?
Negus.
One more time?
Negus.
That had to be a joke.
No, that's
because the way she kept saying, could you say it louder?
I think that was not.
That was too much.
That was not.
I think that was a personal one for her.
Kudos. That was
a little kid. Like, she was wrong.
Kudos to her.
Can you hear him spell that?
Can you please just say it again, Andrew?
Just a little louder.
Can you look over at the gentleman over here in the front row? Yeah, the one with the FUBU sweater. Just say it to him.
Where is this footage from?
A spelling bee. I don't remember.
No, I mean like the accents.
Spelling bee. The who?
Like the accents. Like where? What country is that?
I don't know.
It sounds like South African.
I don't know. I don't know where it was from. I don't know what
Did that kid spell?
Did he get it correct?
Or is this like N-I-G-A-Z or something like that?
It's like N-E-G. It's not spelled N-I-G-G-E-R. It's not nigger. It's negus.
Oh my God. Negus.
Right.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Razzie Kazzy, chilling with my man 8. I just want to remind y'all to take your face to an auto mechanic and get it tuned up. Biatch.
All right, folks. Street Disciplez Radio, we're back. We're live, rocking and rolling. I turned your mic off because you over there like you fondling penis over there.
I mean, why was my mic on anyway? I always adjust this mic right before we go on the air.
Right. Well, it was on because I turned the mics on, then I turned them off. But
okay.
You're good to go, though.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, cool. We have our next guest on the line.
All right.
Let me make sure he's up live. He comes from the West Coast, actually a son of a legend. He goes by the name of Droop-E. Droop-E, what's going on, homie?
Hi, Droop.
What's good with y'all, man?
Ain't nothing to it. What's going on with you, fam?
Oh, same old thing, man. Just out here working, grinding, staying at it.
Right. Working, grinding, staying at it. That's the same answer I get from all the other
yes,
standard.
I was just about to
rap
say
niggas.
that.
So you are officially now a rap nigga since this working,
Yeah, is
grinding.
that like a script that they give y'all?
Yeah, that's the script my pops gave me since I was young, man. Stay hungry, stay humble. I got that tatted on my arms, when I was like 18.
So you don't have none of the other nonsense your father said tatted on your arms, like with fizzilating or none of that other shit.
What is this on Sprinkle Me?
Yeah, you don't have Sprinkle Me tatted on your back, my nigga.
Sprinkle Me, nah, that's
That was my jam though.
Yeah,
I was a kid when that came out.
About sprinkling somebody with game, you feel me? Teaching them the ways of life, sprinkling them with game, But I just I got Sick With It Records on my arm. I'm the president of Sick With It Records since I was 18. So that's the label. That's my family. So I represent that. And I got Hungry and Humble, and that's the name of my new EP I'm coming out with.
Listen, it's a beautiful thing, man, and I respect your movement. I respect your pops movement. But I do not want not one other grown man on this planet Earth will sprinkle me with anything.
I know, right?
I refuse it, my nigga. I will go down swinging.
Sprinkle me with nothing.
Yeah, nigga try to sprinkle me with some shit, nigga. We about to get it popping in here.
It's all about context, man. It's
Right.
all about context.
All right, so for those who don't know, Droop-E is the son of E40.
Yes, Bay Area legend.
Right, Bay Area legend E40. Now, this interview is not about E40, so I'm not going to try to make it about E40. Tell me what you have popping there, my nigga.
Right now, like I was saying, I got the Hungry and Humble EP. That should be coming out next month. I got Kendrick Lamar on there, E40, and people from my label, Cousin Zeke.
All right.
I got ROD.
Shout out to Cousin Zeke. That nigga sound
That actually scared the hell out of me just now.
Yeah, my nigga Cousin Zeke. Nigga, fuck Kendrick Lamar. He got Cousin Zeke on that shit.
Hey, I like Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, Cousin Zeke go hard, man. He
Cousin Zeke.
Yeah.
Check him out.
All right, so when does this album drop here?
This should be out by March. I'm mastering it right now, and I'm a fast track it and get it out by March. ASAP.
Okay. All right. So listen, that's a beautiful thing, man. I definitely respect the hustle. I respect the grind. Now this is coming out on your label, correct?
Yeah. Right now, I mean, we have our own label. We have two labels, Stick With It Records, and we have another label, Heavy on the Grind Entertainment, which is a label that we have with EMI. We have a partnership with EMI. So right now we're exploring the options on how we want to do it exactly, but it's the EP. It's not my full album. It's the introduction. So, we're just trying to really go with the best situation. That makes sense.
Now, where do your names come from? Droop-E, where does that come from?
That comes from the original situation that happened. We was bowling, and I was with some of my OGs, and I was with my pops, and my older cousins. Like, the way I was bowling, I come down the bowling lane hella smooth in slow motion, and then damn near throw the ball on some like real drooped out type shit.
Listen here.
Oh my gosh.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the way I get
No. Hold on. My nigga Droop-E. Hold on now. My nigga Droop-E.
I'm gonna need a better story than that though.
I'm gonna sprinkle you, my nigga. I'm about to sprinkle you right now, my nigga.
Yes.
You gotta come with a gangster story.
We gotta switch
You
that
gotta come up
story
with something
my
else.
nigga.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't. Nah, nigga, you can't be telling niggas you got your name by bowling.
Bowling,
nigga.
no. It gotta be something a little bit more gangster.
Nigga, I had so many knots in my
Yes,
pants. Nigga,
right.
my pants was drooping. Nigga,
So they just call me Droop-E.
nigga, cause my
Come on now.
my middle name's E. Nigga, Eric. Nigga, I'm Droop-E. Nigga, I come through. Nigga, my pants by my ankles, nigga. My knots holding, nigga.
You gotta hear the whole spiel. Like, my first name is E. You feel me?
There you go.
I keep it 100, man.
Now that's what's up, nigga. Your first name E. What else, nigga? Come on.
Yeah.
Come with it, my nigga.
I ain't gotta try to front for nobody, man. You feel me? When it comes to the gangster shit and all that, I ain't tripping on that. My thing is the way I get down. I'm a laid back cat, but I'm cool, and that's how they respect my style. I'm laid back, but I get it done.
So you a bowling nigga?
Yeah, you're a bowling laid back chill dude. Okay.
All right, my dude.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Niggas bowl at 15. You ain't gotta be too hood to
Listen, I bowl.
You bowl bitches?
Yeah, I bowl for bitches. You know, every once in a while. All right, now listen. You know, you have the movement coming out, man, with the music, the 2 labels, and everything else. I see you had some videos that you shot, man. Tell me about the videos you have up on YouTube and wherever else.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a few videos on YouTube. I put out a mixtape called Black Diamond Life a couple years ago with Diamond Supply and Black Steel Company, clothing companies. And it was all about sampling Sade. That's one of my favorite artists.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Love Sade.
Yeah, so what I did was, that's like really, it meant a lot to me. So what I did was I just did 10 tracks and used all her samples. So the track that's the biggest song is on YouTube right now. It's called I'm Loaded. It's me featuring my pops. It's a Sade sample. And then I got my newest video. We just dropped a couple weeks ago called In the Traffic. And that's the first single, actually the second single from Hungry and Humble. The first one was with Kendrick Lamar, a song called Rossi Wine. That's on YouTube too. But yeah, we dropped In the Traffic.
We need to name your album Gutter Ball or something, my nigga. We gotta get this shit poppin',
Take it to the next level with the bowling thing.
Yeah, we gonna go all the way with this,
yes.
my dude. You know what I'm saying? 9 strikes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I suppose that would be your dream collaboration with Sade, right?
Which one?
With collaboration with Sade, that would be your dream collaboration?
Oh, yeah, by far. Definitely.
She doesn't really collaborate with people. I don't think she's ever done a collaboration with anybody.
With Droop-E, she'll do it. I'm pretty
sure.
Did,
she worked with 40 on the remix, Drake's producer. She worked with them on the remix before and got Jay-Z on the remix. But I just love to produce for her, man. And I think the opportunity is definitely, available in the future because she's more open to collaborations now. And especially with people remixing her songs, like with the song that I did. Mm-hmm. She heard the song and she cleared it and everything.
Wow!
So,
she wants some paper right now, my dude. Shout out to Sade.
Sade will never be pressed for paper.
Listen, everybody will be at one point in time. Yeah.
I don't know if she needs the paper, but
listen,
maybe.
Tell Sade to holler at me, nigga. I got $75 right now. Let's go. Let's get it.
Get off here, man. Y'all, I need some help over here.
Get to the guest, and she goes by the name of Zakia.
Yes.
From the TLC
reality show.
Wives. Reality show.
Starter Wives Confidential.
Wives Confidential.
Yes.
Zakia, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? How are you?
Hi, Zakia.
Hi.
How's everything going, girl?
Everything is going. Everything is going.
Oh, you go, girl.
Yes. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yes.
All right. So first and foremost, give us a little background on yourself. I know you are Maino's baby's mother, correct?
Ex mama,
baby
yeah.
mother. How do you prefer
Well, I'm not.
yourself?
I'm still his son's mother. I'm his ex-girlfriend, but his son's mother. I always do that.
Now, how old is your son?
Our baby is 10. He'll be 11 this year. Wow, he's a big boy.
Okay. And Maino still gets to creep by on Saturday nights, correct?
What did you say?
Shout out to you. I know you got.
But you be saying you golf over here.
So you don't get any baby mama time, no creep time?
Get the hell out of here. That's a long time ago.
Okay.
It's a wrap it up, right? Over for years. None of that.
What about the baby mama pictures? You don't even get any of those?
I don't do those. No, we're parents. We co-parents. That's it.
I hear that. Now, and now, can you give us the backstory with you two? How did you meet Maino?
Actually, we grew up together. I've known him all of my life. We went to elementary school together. We lived 2 blocks from each other growing up. We grew up in Bed-Stuy, and I've known him all my life since we were kids.
Okay, now that I didn't know.
Yeah, all of my life.
What would you say his well, I guess what was his personality like? Did his personality attract you? Because it wasn't the rap game. I'm guessing that attracted you.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
Right.
No, I think when we were kids, we both had a crush on each other.
Oh.
Okay.
So it was just like something that what I loved about Jermaine. I loved his drive. Like that attracted me to him. The fact that I was physically attracted to him was WAS.
Right.
I love the fact that he was he's German.
Right.
I mean, and after spending that amount of time in jail, how could you not respect a man that comes home and just, he just wants to make it. That's it. And I love that about him. And when others said that, no, he's a rapper, he's not going to be anything, I knew he would. And I have faith in him, and I rode with him.
I hear that.
Listen, you're a ride or die chick.
Yes.
I'm a definite ride or die chick for sure.
Are you single now?
I am very single. Absolutely. I haven't dated in some time.
She's a Christian.
Right. I mean, well, Christians could date.
I know, but she's the type of Christian. Well, right now, it's her and God right now.
But you said she's Christian.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on.
She's riding for God right now.
They got Christian people.
No. Cut it out. First of all, let me talk to you about, God, Miss Zakia. Okay.
Tell me about God, bro. Tell me.
And not just God, but church. Maybe your church, may not be your church. I don't know. But we're gonna have a very brief discussion about this, just so we can clear the air here. Number one, I hope that you are following your God. You hear me?
There's God, one God, our Creator.
Right.
Absolutely.
Listen. I'm not trying to offend anybody. Hopefully you're following your God and not following, your religious leader. That's number one.
Oh, you mean like my pastor?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, God. You know what? You know what's interesting about that? No, I respect pastors and I respect people who had the church. However, they're not who guides me, who leads me, who wakes me up every morning. My relationship is with God.
Thank you.
Our Creator.
Thank you.
Yes.
I respect, I have respect for anyone who has the, pastors, I don't care what religion you are, but my Creator is who I love and who I honor.
Okay.
I try to honor as much as possible. So it's not, I don't believe in following. Man will always lead you wrong. God will never.
True.
Right.
Preach.
Now, if your pastor tells you a story that his semen is holy and, it's holy milk and he needs it to shower over you or anything like that, you
true
do not.
Story.
Right.
That happened in Brazil recently.
Are you serious?
Yes, it did. That's a totally true story.
Right.
Insane.
Right.
Insane.
That's number one. And the last thing I want to talk, so we can get off this topic and get back to business here, but I just had to break this down to you, sister. Make sure, please, even as a Christian woman, you find yourself a good man, whether it be Christian or whatever. Just make sure he's a good man to you and your kids, and you get you some woman. What the hell is all of this? Not getting it. You get the part like you deserve it.
Get me some once I get married.
Listen,
I get that.
Listen, every look, I don't know how much longer you're gonna be on this earth for anyone else. You know, you find yourself a good man, and you sweat your perm out on a nightly goddamn basis.
No. I definitely listen. I'm not. I don't want to be a nun or anything. That's not my plan. For me personally, I just have to. It has to be a man who's on the same path as me.
Right.
Yeah, even
and that's he has to love God first. You know, any man that I believe any man that honors God first will definitely honor me.
Cause you look good, girl.
Oh,
good. Thank you. All right, let's get straight to business, please.
I did want to ask you though, going back to Maino. Now, I interviewed Maino a few years ago, and he was talking about his time in prison. Now, were you with him before he went in, or did you guys link up after he was released?
No, we linked up after he was. Right after, within the same week. It was ridiculous.
Oh wow.
Okay. So it was, and I was told by everybody, "What the hell are you doing, girl?"
So that's when the pictures was getting sent.
It was right after we linked up. So, and it was because I knew him, so the connection was already there.
Right.
The connection was there. So when I saw him, he was literally fresh out of jail. Mm-hmm. Fresh out of jail, 2 days out of jail. And it was a connection immediately. The biggest mistake I ever made.
Oh my God! Wow. I imagine you had to build him up.
I let my child being conceived.
Now, was that at the point in time when you started exchanging the pictures during jail?
What did you say?
During that time frame, that time period that we're alluding to now? Was that the time period where you started exchanging the dirty pictures that I was talking about earlier?
You know what? I never exchanged dirty pictures with him. I've never. We never did that.
You said you said that you've never exchanged.
Not with him.
Not with
him. She said not with him.
Okay, shout out to him. Well, listen, I'll give you my number if you want to text me later.
You are hot.
No, I don't exchange dirty pictures.
Now, real quick, I actually heard somewhere that you know, as a matter of fact, I heard you say it, I think in an interview, that you already kind of had a career, you know, prior to dealing with Maino. Somehow.
When I met him, I worked in commercial real estate for years. I worked in commercial real estate for 13 years.
Okay.
And so I was good, and I am an interior stylist.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I had a clothing line actually when he came home, so I was doing a lot, and I was pretty good. I was pretty well off. I'm not well off, but just very comfortable. Yeah. Very comfortable financially. So he came home to a good situation.
All right.
Wow.
And I didn't mind it because a year before I started dating him, my brother was murdered. So I definitely felt like I had to save him. I couldn't save my brother. So I saw that he wanted to do the right thing, and I just was in love with that, and I was in love with him. And it was unconditional. It was raw. It was raw love. He had nothing to offer me. It was pure, and I appreciated that. And I thought he was a good person, and I wanted to make sure he never went home, never had to go back to the streets. So along with him, he had his drive and knew he would be successful, but I had to hold him down in any way possible that I could, and I did, along with his street friends. But it's just. I was good. He came home to a good situation, and that was that.
Yeah, I imagine you had to basically build him up. Yeah. Because coming out of prison, like, how many people have anything when they fresh out of the joint? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, absolutely. But one thing I have to say about he had good loyal friends, and they made sure they took care of him for sure.
Okay.
And he was still his friends, and he never was one. I have to say, he was never one to say, "Can I have? Give me."
Right.
Never reach.
That's why he ain't get no pictures.
What did you say?
So that's why he ain't get no goddamn pictures. I would have been saying, "Can I have?" in every single letter.
We didn't. No pictures.
Well, listen. Now, I also heard, and I'm pretty sure Mara was going to get to this as well, that there was, before we even get to the Starter Wives, there was a situation with, I guess, the little Kim, him dating little Kim, and that whole scenario.
That ties into the show because her name came up a few times, the few episodes that the show has aired.
Right, but nobody got to see those just yet, did we?
No, they aired the episode.
Okay.
There was an episode that aired, if I'm not mistaken, where Little Kim's name came up. I think Monica, Funkmaster Flex's ex, was inviting her to a event that you were supposed to be attending as well.
Oh, you go, girl.
Exactly, and she didn't tell me about it. And that was the big thing. It wasn't so much about Kim because I really could care less about her, but it was just more like Monica. Yeah, it was apparent. It was totally a principle.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what bothered me. Kim is not on my radar.
Right. Now, so Kim, the situation with her, that never affected your relationship at all. That never had any bearing on your relationship at all.
What did you say?
With Maino.
Kim being with Maino, that never had any bearing on your personal relationship with Maino at all?
I mean, well, it did. At the time, it did. I mean, I heard things about them being together while we were together, but
But you never had any hardcore evidence, no proof of it. You just
I just had calls at night with her calling in the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, so she was calling your house looking for
his cell phone.
Oh, his cell phone.
He seems not to remember this stuff, but I remember it quite clearly.
But maybe she was spitting some bars to the nigga. Hey, yo, Maino, check this out. Yo.
It was bad. And, I mean, I've heard things, but I knew she was dating his friend before that.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, wait a minute, not only his friend, his best friend. So I'm like, wait, they can't. I've never imagined it. I would see pictures of them out. My girlfriends would always send me pictures. I was told, it was interesting, when she did her show, people were telling me, like, no, he's with her this day, he's with her that day. And then when that Jill show came out, I'm like, oh, this fucking bitch was lying, pardon my French. You know, I'm like, dude, Jermaine was, like, he was with her. And I confronted him, but he never admitted to being with her, ever.
Did you ever confront her with the telephone?
There was time I saw her, I saw her twice with him. And it was at a video shoot, and one was at he had a show. I don't even remember that. He had a show. It was a bit crazy, but maybe it was my naivete at the time. I still thought that actually he was screwing her manager Hillary at the time. I didn't know who it was. I know it was one of them. But I didn't really think it was her initially. I just thought, in my mind, I'm like, a woman can't be with one man, a person's best friend, and then be with him. It just didn't, I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't fathom it until calls in the middle of the night, and then I got so much proof after we were broken up. I mean, people were telling me they were together the whole time. Like, they were together. Wow. The times we thought they were together. So I really got my proof after we broke up.
So wait a minute, she was calling his cell phone in the middle of the night, it was never a over the phone confrontation or anything like that? Because I'm pretty sure you had access to his phone, and, like, you know, when you're with someone, you living with someone, you occasionally answer their cell phone, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, Jermaine and I, like, if I touch his phone, he would have to be asleep, or I would have to look through his messages.
You sneaky little
Oh, I was a detective.
You are a detective?
Totally. I'm a Scorpio. It's second nature.
Why do females call themselves detectives when really they just being a nosy bee? You understand what I'm saying?
Do it.
Watch your mouth.
I said a nosy bee.
You don't like bee either.
Well, listen, busy. I could have bee, nigga. It's just a bee.
Right, so we're nosy beauties. Okay.
I love that. I love it.
Now, I called you beautiful earlier.
Thank you.
Well, I
Thank
did.
you.
I like the way you said it.
But I want the record to be clear.
Yes.
Little Kim is not someone that I'm thinking about. I'm not even thinking about Jermaine. That particular, I was angry, not about Kim being there, because she's completely insignificant to me. I was upset at Monica just not telling me. So that was it. It was just a principle, and I'm a person who's big on principle.
Yeah.
But
and that's it.
At least my last question on that situation, not necessarily dealing with Kim at all, but was there any other issues with any other females? Was it was he dealing with groupies or any other?
Oh my God!
When it started
I would look through this man's phone and see the most disgusting, deplorable things ever. Just what women would say, it was bad. It was bad. We had a tumultuous relationship.
Right.
It was very volatile.
And you never dated anyone outside of the relationship, correct?
No, I didn't. I didn't start dating. It was hard. Like, I felt like his wife, honestly. Like, I was in love with this man. Like, I was so in love. And then, I mean, I have my, well, I don't want to give my age away, but, like, I had a child with him. So, to me, like, you're my family. I love you. Like, we're gonna ride this out for the rest of my lives.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't think about being with another man. I couldn't think about it.
Now,
I couldn't think about it. I loved him. Like, I loved him unconditionally. Stink breath, it didn't matter, dirty, like you, I love you.
Now, have you heard that Little Kim is contemplating filing a lawsuit because of the show? For defamation or something?
I heard that, but she had no grounds. For what? This is my experience. And I did hear it, but I can't really speak about that. She didn't come at me.
Yeah.
And I don't think it held any weight anyway.
Yeah, stay away from another lawsuit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that whatever the attempt was, it failed.
All right, so you going through all of this stuff. You have a story to tell. So somehow, some way, you end up getting offered a chance to do this reality show. What happened with that?
Yeah, one of my neighbors, a good friend of mine, who's my neighbor.
How's she look?
Oh my
Beautiful,
God.
actually. Are you looking for a woman?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He's always on the lookout for a woman.
Listen, I need a good woman, not just a woman. I need a good woman, somebody to hold me down or lift me up.
You need how old are you?
34.
Oh, you're young.
Yeah. Oh, you old. I like older.
Wait a minute, Zakia. You can't be no older than that.
Yeah,
No, you're 34. That's young.
Yeah, that is young. You thought I was 48?
You sound a little older. You sound very mature on the phone. You sound like you could be in your your 40s.
Baby, that's because I could walk you through some goddamn games.
Oh, my
and
God.
I'm just trying to,
I don't know about that, but no, but my friend,
Right.
she a friend of mine is a friend of the Nola Production, and that's just how she just felt like she wanted us to connect because she knew she was working on a show.
Okay.
With women and who were, I knew her. A friend of a friend introduced me to the producer of the show. Right. And when she met me, she loved me. And this actually started 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. We were working on something. The first project didn't work out. She kept going, and then I believe that she brought all the girls together. And I knew a few of them already for the past, few years. And then she created this and sent it to TLC. It was really, it was in the making 2 years ago, but and then after last April, everything just happened really fast, and TLC was interested, and they picked us up.
How did Maino feel about you doing the show?
Maino and I think all the other men, all the other exes are probably out right now celebrating. Of course, that it's ended.
Right.
When I
was not happy.
I was at the screening of the first episode, and I remember when someone asked you that, you said red rum. We all knew that meant murder.
You got it.
It's red rum.
Like, honestly,
what is it, red rum or red rum?
Yeah, red rum, honey.
Rum.
Red rum. Okay.
Yeah, murder.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's okay.
He wasn't happy at all.
Wow.
Not happy at all. He's still, he's happy now, but, it's on TLC.com. It's on TLC.com, and it's not stopping me.
Right.
Okay. I'm definitely going to check out the
that
remaining
doesn't mean
episodes.
anything to me. I have so much faith in God. Anything that, I believe, how the saying goes, any door that closes, another one's going to open, but I rock with God. I know that this is my entrance into whatever he had in store for me. I'm not stopping. This didn't knock me at all.
Now, what's the story with the cancellation of Starter Wives? You got the show up, you got it going, you guys recorded. I'm guessing a whole season, correct?
We recorded. We did a lot of work.
Did a lot of work.
A lot of grueling work, being away from our children.
And how was that process? Did you enjoy the process of doing a reality show? Would you do another one or what?
I gotta be honest. I mean, for me, it was a battle between my flesh and spirit. I'm a naturally fiery person, but I am a woman who is trying to lead a Christ-like life. So it's difficult when you are, have to deal with different personalities.
Right.
Namely Josie.
Especially Josie.
Because you guys did not get along from the start.
Well, it's not. I can't say that, first of all, my beef was with Monica. And I never, I didn't think anything of Josie, actually. I didn't think anything of her. First of all, I'm not the type of person who just dislikes someone. I mean, I like everybody until you make me not like you.
Now, for the listeners who don't know, Josie is Floyd Mayweather's
ex. And I think they have a few kids together.
Yeah, 3 years or something.
Yeah, they have 3 kids together. Absolutely. They have 3 kids. And, so I didn't dislike her, or I didn't think anything of her or anybody. It just was a matter of me, let's see how this rocks out with women, and I was hoping this would be a positive experience, and for me, it brought out the flesh in me.
Right, so
it was a spiritual battle. It was spiritually draining at times, but I pray and then it'll be all right.
For some reason,
I have to say, because I'm not one who, for me, it was a battle just to not go there.
Right.
Not to fight or argue. That bothered me, like that, because I know myself, and I really was trying to fight against being that person, and I don't like that person. I want that person to go away, meaning the other part of me. I want to be this mature, spiritual, godly woman.
Well, you listen, let me tell you something. Life is, and this is me once again, preaching to you, but it's all about the journey. It's the destination, whether we get there or not, we can never tell. I mean, I don't think there's too many people that ended their life and feel like they just totally arrived at a certain destination. There is no really arrival. It's all about your journey. You're gonna have
journey, absolutely.
Right, you're gonna have your battles, but you just keep fighting back. Like what's the guy's name? Like Cedric the Entertainer said in the new movie with the Wayans brother. Shank a nigga, read a scripture. You talking
about Haunted House.
Right, Haunted House. He said, shank a nigga, read a scripture. Shank a nigga, read a scripture.
Haunted House with Marlon Wayans.
Right, I mean, but that's real though. That's real talk. Man, not the shanking niggas part, but it's a battle. It is a battle.
It is a battle. It is a battle. And it was a battle for me. But it actually, interestingly enough, it made me just even closer to God, because I had to, it's so many nights I had to be on my knees praying that I don't, that I stay in my spirit.
So who are you still in contact with out of the ladies, since you guys are no longer filming the show? Who are you still talk to on a regular basis?
We still, we still talk to each other a lot. All of us, actually.
And do you
to share, we still talk to each other. And, we still kind of like, what's up with that second episode being pulled off? Like, that, to me,
right.
To all of us, we're still baffled by that.
Yeah, and real quick with that, 2 things. I mean, did they give you any numbers on the ratings? Because I know they listed the ratings.
We did see that. I mean, first of all, the show the show is a good show, and it, although you see us arguing initially and fighting, it touches on so many serious issues.
Right.
It touches on health issues. We talk about cancer. My sister died of breast cancer. We touch on that. We touch on alcoholism, sisterhood.
Right.
It's a sisterhood, and we talk about those things, and it is good for women of color in particular. Just to see that, just the camaraderie, just the love that we still have for one another, regardless of our, issues.
Right, and that's probably why he got pulled off.
Yeah, I don't.
And the thing was interesting. The men, they're so angry, but it wasn't about them.
Yeah. It wasn't about
really
them.
about us moving on.
Now, do you guys? TLC owns the rights to the show that you can't actually. There's no more shopping. You can't like take it and go somewhere else.
This is what we're battling right now.
Okay.
So it's a lot. We're still, I can't say too much, but the girls we're not settled with what happened because we still can't grasp how after 2 episodes, how you make a decision.
Like they didn't give it a fair chance.
You don't give it a chance. I mean, we know you can't compare to like a Honey Boo Boo or Yes Say Yes to Dress. I'm sure when these shows started, they weren't bringing in big numbers.
Yeah.
Well,
it just doesn't make sense. So you can't. After the second episode, they pretty much made up their mind that we weren't going to, that we were going to be going to TLC.com. So that quite naturally doesn't sit well with us.
Right. Well, at least you got that. I mean, I did a reality show with VH1, and literally they gave us, our episode aired at like 1 in the morning, I believe it was. And they did like little to no promo, and after it didn't get the numbers I guess they thought it would get, it was a reality show. They totally pulled it after the first episode. I mean, we filmed.
That's insane to me. It doesn't make sense. But I think that my thing is that is it the show? To me, it's just so much. With our show, we put so much of our stuff. I mean, it's just a learning experience. It's a learning experience, and but we just put so much of our lives out to the public. But it shows us at the end of the day, these networks, they really don't give a shit. It's all about ratings.
But I'm wondering, though, with that being said, do you think that there's something to the rumors that the men in your lives did have something to do with, getting to the powers that be?
I can tell you one thing. 50 Cent did not have anything to do with us being pulled off. I know he put that rumor out there.
Yeah, he tweeted that.
And I don't even know why he would care because, he succeeded at. I don't even know if he succeeded. I'm not even going to get onto that. I can't even talk about that. With Shaniqua not being on the show, who would have been such a pivotal person on the show. She's a wonderful and awesome person. I love her. She is one that we are the closest.
Listen, he's a smart businessman. I don't know what he had over the chick, whether it was his contract.
He doesn't have anything over her. He has absolutely nothing over her. He has nothing over her.
He may have the power of the D or something.
TLC who decided not to have her on the show.
Now he said on Twitter, the show is trash, angry ex-girlfriends that have a sense of entitlement that can't be met. Like, I don't even think he watched the show because it wasn't even about, you know what I'm saying, you guys being angry.
I read that. It made absolutely no sense. I mean, because we did not. First of all, we weren't angry. None of us had anything bad about these men.
Yeah.
I said some of what my experience was with my ex, and then I said he was a great dad.
Yeah,
and did. None of the other women dogged the men. It wasn't about them.
I don't think that was the problem. You know what it is, and I'm speaking from a man's perspective. I think it's the fact that, and not knocking you at all, here, Zakia, or your hustle, which that's what it is. It's a hustle, but it's the fact that I think that the reason why you are enabled to do the show is because you had a relationship with someone.
Okay, and what's wrong with that? And the reason why these guys were able to get as far as they were is because they had us as their backbone. What's the problem?
Now, listen. Okay,
preach.
Now, and I'm gonna play the bad guy here. I'm gonna play the bad.
Go ahead, do the devil's advocate.
I'm gonna play the bad guy role. Okay, that is kind of subjective.
How?
You understand what I'm saying? But because at the end of the day, I firmly do believe that every man needs a good woman. Hell, I'm over here trying to knock down your next door neighbor, and I don't even know what she looks like. so I do firmly believe that. But at the same point in time, who's to say that these men wouldn't be where they're at without, that situation? Especially if they didn't. Especially, and not just in your case, But especially if in some cases, it seems like they didn't even cherish the relationship. Now, in some instances, like I know, like your story and Tashira's story, you can kind of tell when someone played a major role in it. But there's a lot of females out there where the role really wasn't that major. It was like, okay, it's a situation, you're here, and now you're trying to exploit it. You understand where I'm coming from?
No, I hear you, but I think for all of us, actually, we did play a major part in their lives, especially, I mean, for the other women, they started dating those men. They were very young. And, you know, the people who, your girlfriend or your fiance or your wife, like, we're the closest people to them.
Right.
And we do play a major role, you know, because in so many ways, we can make their lives miserable. Like, we can be like that messed up baby, just driving them crazy. We didn't have to be supportive. Support is important when you're in that industry, especially trying to be a rapper, basketball player, whatever. You need support from home, and they got that.
I need that.
And they got that support. We were loving, caring women. All of us were.
Yeah.
So, hello?
Yeah, no, listen.
I had a little. You know, I think that, and we're not taking anything away from them. I'm not saying that. Okay, well, Maino wouldn't have been a rapper if I wasn't in his life. Absolutely not. He's who he is. But the fact of the matter is that I did play a major role in his life. And you know, you didn't have to go back to. You didn't come home to women where you needed to take care of me and your son. It was actually the other way around. Like, I can take care of my son, and guess what, boo? I can pay these bills while you rap, while you in the studio screwing everybody and doing whatever you do.
You know what? I'm auditioning for a major role in my life.
No, I never agreed with the girl thing. That was part of our biggest problem.
Right.
I'm a Scorpio. Like, I'm very possessive, so what's mine is mine. I'm ready to kill. If somebody comes in my man. That's the old Zakia.
Well, yeah, that must have been rough then. When he started to rap, at what point did all the groupies started coming into the picture? And, you know, how long after he was released from prison?
You said, but did you know let me just tell you the story. Do you realize that he was in prison. I was pregnant while he was in, he violated parole, so he went back to jail after we did the 10-year bid. I found out I was pregnant. I was 2 months pregnant when we found out he had to do a year in jail. So at the beginning of my pregnancy, I'm spending back and forth with his lawyer, trying to get him home.
Wow.
And then I was on whatever hours, 6, 7, I don't know, I can't even remember how many hour visits until I was about 7, 8 months going up to jail. And then he came home, and, you know, my little fantasy world was, I realized I was living in the fantasy world because he came home and he just did him.
Wow.
But at the same time, he was always such a good father, which is why I would never dog him. When I say he's a great dad, I say he's a great dad because I know how much he loves his son.
Yeah, shout out to the great father.
That's good.
I respect him. Like, we don't have to have a relationship. I respect the fact that he's involved.